These are some of the most challenging times facing this country. Federal government has $20 trillion in debt. Washington spends $500 billion a year, more than it brings in. Our corporate tax rate is 20% higher than the worldwide average. Our kids are shackled with $1.4 trillion in student loans. The people that have been sitting in Washington for nearly a decade, where these problems were created, they come back and they do these advertisements where they're smiling and making us think that Washington is on the right track. But it's not. We know that Washington is broken. And many people are skeptical, cynical that Washington will ever change. But I'm still a believer. I believe that Washington can get its act together, but it's not going to happen with the same cast of characters who've been sitting in Washington for the last decade. We need new, reform-minded change agents who are going to go to Washington and fight the status quo. We need someone with a proven record of being able to deliver results, not just come back and give us the same excuses and the same talking points. We need someone who has been able to bring labor and industry together, like I did when the Shell cracker plant came to Pennsylvania. Shell spent $6 billion in Pennsylvania, created 10,000 new jobs, because the legislation I put together was supported by Democrats, Republicans, labor, and industry. I did the same thing when I put a piece of legislation on the governor's desk that saved 80,000 kids from our most failing, violent schools. And I did the same thing when I put the Penn Watch, a website today that you could go to and see where we're spending your tax dollars. That website revolutionized the culture in Harrisburg. That's exactly what we need in Washington. We need a new set of leaders who will reach across the aisle and build consensus and compromise to finally fix our tax code, to finally put our healthcare system centered around patients and doctors, not the federal government and healthcare giants. We need people who are going to fight the status quo, not fight one another. And that's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate. But I need your help. Please like my Facebook page and visit my website, jimchristiana.org, and tell the folks in your community and your neighborhoods about the candidate who is running to change Washington. Thank you.